have, and you've already pointed them out.
Somebody come up here. I'm sorry. Okay, Danielle and Edie, according to you, do you feel as though Eric is acting any differently? Do you think that he knows that you all may be... Okay, well, I mean, allegedly... Jen, you did say that.
Jen, didn't he even tell you that he was, like, so paranoid that I was going to nominate him?
Yes.
Did he?
She just said yeah.
Okay.
Say it again, with more conviction.
Well, with hesitation, you know, it just...
Eric won't even look at me. Eric won't even look at me because he's so... Right after the POV competition when Jen won it, I don't know if anybody else like noticed how he was acting. He was freaking out. And he was freaking out.
But let me just say, because I was the one who was out the whole time.
Jamaica was freaking out.
He was pissed, guys, seriously. And this is what is not coming to me. He was pissed off because of... the fact that he got disqualified. Who was the one person he kept comparing his DQ to? Kale. So how does that align? Wait a minute. And secondly, he then goes ballistic when Jen starts mouthing off. Like, this is before he's mumbling underneath of his breath, walking. It's not like he's complacent.
He was crying over there.
He's walking back and forth. Wait a minute. Okay. And he says, this is when Jen made whatever, first inappropriate comment, okay? And he's like, she needs to stop. And he's just pacing. He's not in any one place. I happen to pick that up as he's walking by. I see his lips still moving. Nobody else is around him.
We all saw it. We know.
Okay, but then it wasn't until the second slander or whatever you want to call it.
That he went off.
Yeah, okay. So explain the Kale thing and then...
Okay, let's start first with the Jen thing. What is a better cover than doing something like that with Jen? Okay, number one, because it's not going to be suspected. Number two, the entire HOH competition did not mean a fucking thing to him.
Period.
Didn't mean
You're
shit.
saying period.
Period. Period. End of story. If Kale or Jen were to get it, me and Danielle would go up and he would be the third. Either you or Amber. I don't know what... From what he's telling me, you. Okay, if they got it, or if we got it, they would be up, with the third being Zach. He didn't give a shit who won. He was safe on the sidelines, drinking a beer, eating popcorn. He was pissed because he went out so early. He hasn't gone out so early in any competition. Didn't he tell you that he threw the buzzer competition?
No, he didn't throw the buzzer competition. He said that he got trigger happy after a certain point.
He told me right afterwards. He told me.
Don't assume because he tells you shit. He was buzzing that thing. He was getting all the answers right, and he said what? I was getting buzzer happy.
Can we listen to Jen for a second?
He said he can't really win because he can't nominate anyone until things work out in a couple of weeks when everything will be able to be out in the open.
He came to me right after the competition. He hit the button before Julie even started talking. He said none.
But he was close on the teacup thing. Like, if it was a real teacup, you even were yelling, and I was like cracking up in my head. I remember.
The one that Jen won.
You said you're like, if Eric would have won, things would have been different, and I'm like laughing in my head, like, what do you mean, like?
But the buzzer one, he
like, no offense,
he
but you know what I mean.
Right afterwards and told me that he threw it, and he said, "Don't tell anybody." And honestly, I think he regretted telling me in the first place because he kept coming up to me saying, "Don't tell anybody." And he's like, yeah, I'm telling everybody that I got trigger happy. You saw me. You were right next to me. He pushed the button before Julie even talked and said none.
And he blurted out an answer, yeah. The bottom line is, seriously, if you cut all the bullshit and just go to the bottom line, he's been playing both sides. He's been playing with Kale, he's been playing with Jen, and he's been playing us. And I just want to leave it at that and let everybody reflect, let everybody think about it, and that's all.
Well,
I don't want to just beat it up and beat it up and beat it up.
I appreciate everybody coming up here because, I just do. And Jen, thank you for being honest. And I know you are not in a good place right now, but thank you for being honest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, what I mean, not game-wise, but I know that you feel
I know,
bad,
I just feel stupid. Like, I probably should have just said nothing and just defended him, and I feel like an idiot.
Thank you.
Like, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, me too. He came out and showed me one day. He goes, after this is all over, said and done, I really want to continue being friends with people in here. And I hope that all the things that I say in the diary room, that people will still consider me a friend and this and that. And I took that personal, like he was talking a bunch of shit about me. When it's you and me, man, from the beginning. Dude, just the other day, I really regret the fact that everybody stays up so late because I really miss our late night sessions. And don't you remember in the beginning, Eric doesn't play good to a big crowd. Eric likes small clubs. He doesn't like big arenas. Don't you remember me saying that?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go out and watch you guys dump the funk because they've clearly been waiting for an hour to do it.
Wow, they have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, this is a long hour. Yeah,
Does that mean we only have to do it at 5:30?
Thanks, baby.
That's right.